Hey fam, it's Dead Heart. Today I'll be showing you my Asval
Destroy the objective.
and
Bomb acquired.
all that. So my tactic here will always be on the side, flash in that area due to a lot of people sniping. So my Asval is short to mid-range here. Sometimes it is good for long range. It just all depends upon how you control your recoil here. So as you can see, been struggling trying to find that person. Now there's a few people over here. To me, I think the Asval is one of the best guns I have probably ever used and probably will ever be on COD here. And that's just my opinion, but there we go in for the headshot.
Destroy the objective. We got the bomb.
At times I will take the bomb just in case I feel like my team will not do anything. As you can see, I always push. Probably not the best tactic, but I am known to be bait in these situations, which is normal for me. I do not mind. It just happens. I'm just an average player playing this game here, so nothing really special. But the only good part is me being able to play with one hand. Yes, one hand here. I was born with only one hand, so it's been a little difficult trying to reach legendary, trying to play against these pro players who are playing with like 4-finger claw, 5, 6, or 7. Yes, I do know a few people who are able to do a 7-finger claw, which I think is ridiculous in my opinion. Not that ridiculous, but I just think it's so impressive of how people are able to do that with 2 hands, in my opinion. That's just really impressive. As you see, I planted the bomb, going back and forth. It is 2v3. I would normally plant the bomb when it is down to like
Last man standing.
2v2, but that did not go so well there. I thought I had the advantage point, but apparently I did not. So, yeah. As you see here, it is 2v5. My
It's all up to you now. Finish the mission.
teammates are not able to help me as much as I thought they would be. Which happens, you know. Sometimes it's just not their game. It just happens.
Enemy contact.
Changing mag. So I finally got my Asval diamond after, I believe, a whole season. I haven't really been doing much with my camo grinds lately. I've just been playing SMB, which does take some skill, although there are a few campers within that. I go ahead and see if I can plant the bomb here. With UAV, and apparently I did lose against that 1v1 I was not prepared for. So, in the mid, I always flash that area so then I can go ahead and push over to the side. I have really actually been able to kill so many people that go. And whenever I die over on that side, I would normally flash the side too and switch up my game just in order to kind of flank them or like prank them in any way possible. I don't push as much over to our nurse side because they are planting. My objective is to run down the time. Sometimes I do push if it is down to like 3-1, but most of the time I do not push.
Nice work. Get ready for...
With playing with one hand, I would say I actually am always on auto run. I find that so easy for me. I have gyroscope on, and that is also a very good plus upon my end there. So if I ever have any trouble, I will always be able to move my phone over in order to get the tight left and rights. Technically, I actually, since I do only play with one hand, I only play with one thumb. As you can see, it looks like I have 2 thumbs, but my loadout is just so comfortable for me. I'm able to try to find my way around it. I do have to be really fast with the buttons. I do not prone. That button is still a little hard for me, but I have been trying to roll my finger into a prone up to the shooting button, which I've been trying to practice lately. It does work here and there, but it's going to take some time to get used to. Back to the gun. The gun itself, I actually used to play with the ASM-10, which was mid to long range.
Reloading, cover me.
My Asval is so much better upon that. Although there are guns that it cannot really go up against, such as the CBR, the Type 25, or the Finnick. I have experienced that, but it all depends on where you aim. Such as there, I should have aimed a little higher. Your cursor should not always be in the middle. It should be slightly above, depending on your recoil, which I am able to control my recoil pretty well on this gun. It does take a little bit, but it just happens. As you can see here, I am letting my teammates finish up what they have left, since it is a 2v1. Really don't know what they are doing right now at this point. But at least they're sticking together, which is good. But they should not stick together too closely. In this situation, I would always sandwich them. So one going one way, another is going the opposite way, in order to get that side kill. As you also see, my teammate is being a little toxic, but that just happens, you know. Crash. This is not that well for the Asval, in my opinion. I can't do it, but I believe people are able to do it. There are times, normally I would use the Pharaoh, which is a burst gun, and I really appreciate that gun, because due to closeness of heavy corners, especially up in the 3-tower story. So, yeah. Later on within the season, there will be Asval Legendary Drop, which I will be able to get here when it drops out. I don't know if I will do it right away. It just all depends. But it will be a drop coming up pretty soon here. I don't know when. But there is that going on. Also, there will be a new shotgun. It looks, to me, in my opinion, kind of like the Kilo
Defend the objectives. We have the bomb.
AR kilo gun. So there's that. It would be called the JAR something. I don't really remember the title, but that will be coming out next season. In I believe the Battle Pass, and most likely it will come upon with a draw. But don't quote me on that draw just yet. So right now I'm just gonna let you watch just a little bit of my tactics here, with how I play upon Asval on this map. It's not the best. I'm still learning. I'm not a big fan of Crash, but there's that.
Enemy contact. Contact with enemy. Enemy contact! Contact with enemy.
Destroy the objective. Bomb acquired.
Enemy in sight.
We've lost the bomb. We got the bomb. Bomb dropped.
Rush B!
As you see, that person was able to get not upon, but be able to get that kill. That is one of my weakest points. I try not to go there as fast. Usually, if I can, push up in mid, because no one is watching that area. The more and more I rank up, the more and more people that do not look upon mid or stay in the building and just camp. But there we go, getting a few kills there.
Enemy contact.
I try to reload. I push upon this guy because he is like halfway. See my teammate getting shot up there.
Reloading.
Go in for that push. Go back. I try to hear the footsteps as best as I can.
Enemy down.
I do not have headphones. I do have my volume up in order to hear. As of right now, I don't know what headphones to use, so if you guys have any recommendations, that would be great. Where I go in for the skill with melee, which that guy scared me to the depth of my soul, because I was not ready for that. So here I go again, pushing up in mid. Have a guy sitting there. I try to shoot. Guy apparently jumps up and kills me through the metal tins, which I didn't think would be able to kill me through that. But, you know, surprise, surprise. So now we're at a 4v4. Let's see if we could get this win here. I do just camp. I'm not at when I don't feel comfortable, I would just camp here. Because sometimes I do have a feeling where they will push B in order to flank us. And they will have the upper hand in that area if I do not stay there, or if they all just come there. So yeah, as you see, I can still be camping here to the very last minute, and we didn't win this round, but that's all right. I will be posting more videos upon the Asval and then the Pharaoh and a few other of my favorite guns that I like to use that are not meta, but very surprising that they are excellent. So, thank you for watching.